Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of The Day After, where we take an opportunity to reflect on what took place in the Global Champions League in the previous stage, live in Paris, Stage 7. A fantastic performance for the Istanbul Warriors, powered by the Carpe Diem equestrian team. Are they a surprise winner? You may have suggested so. Shanghai Swans last to go on a double clear. Falcons White United very much in the hunt as well. But it's Istanbul, as FECIE, I have no doubt, celebrated long into the night to enjoy yet another famous win for his team. Falcons White get onto the podium. They are becoming serious championship contenders as well. But as it stands, that top three battle between the Stars, between Falcons White United and between the Shanghai Swans continues. We're here to talk about the show. We're here to reflect about what took place in Paris. We are joined by Madrid Emotions' Jack Whittaker. And from the winning team, Ollie Fletcher joins us as well. Flosh Jones, what a wonderful privilege to have you with us today. You having a good time in Paris, Flo?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can't think of a much more iconic backdrop than here.
It's a very difficult place to not enjoy. When you add to that show jumping, when you add to that the quality of the Global Champions League, it does make this a really, really enjoyable stop for everyone, doesn't it?
Completely. I mean, this is the one of the year that everything is just spot on.
Jack Whittaker, welcome to the show. I'm excited to have you on. I believe it's the very first time you've done this, right? I was under the impression that you had joined us on the show before. Having a good time in Paris so far?
Yeah, loving it, yeah.
Yeah. How did it go yesterday for you?
Yeah, it was good, really. Valmey was on top form again and jumped a good clear round, and then Shotgun, had won down in the second team round, but fairly solid round. He's still very green to that level, and he's his first big show back for a while, so I was very, very happy with it.
Talk to me about Shotgun, because here you have a 9-year-old jumping in the second round of a GCL. It's a massive question and a really big ask of Shotgun to come through and just have a single fence down. That's very impressive at that level.
Yeah, he's a horse we think a lot of. We've had him since he was 5 now, and we've always thought he was a very good horse. He took a bit of time to produce. Luckily enough, I've got Michael at home there, flat riding for me and producing all my young horses, so I'm probably cheating a bit doing that. But he feels like he's back ready to go now and just needs experience and jump a few big Grand Prix.
Oliver Fletcher, a couple of sparkling waters for you last night, I have no doubt, to celebrate the win. Talk to me about some reflection on how GCL Day went for the Istanbul Warriors.
Yeah, it was amazing. So can't really get better than a win. To be alongside Abdel and Henrik, and two top riders in the sport. So to be alongside them and get a win for the team, it's great for FA and Tolga. So yeah.
What is it like to jump alongside those men? You have Abdel Saeed, a former LGCT Grand Prix winner. You have Henrik von Ackermann, who's done loads. Simon de Lestre as well. What is it like for you as a young man to have those type of riders around you?
Surreal, really. Amazing for me. I'm sure they don't think the same when they look at me. They say they're a bit worried.
I doubt that very much. I doubt that very much.
It's really cool, and to help the team to get onto the podium and sure on the top of it was nice.
Floss, talk to me about the camaraderie of the GCL, because that's an element that we like to try and look into. It's an element that we see a lot of. We see two young men here that are competing for two different teams, but have a great relationship outside of the sport. For people that are unaware of relationships like this, in and out, you may feel free to ask the boys as well. Camaraderie plays a real big element to this, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what's so unique about the GCL, especially having the under-25 riders. And it's something that I really wanted to touch on with you guys. Like, personally, in what other sport do you get rivals walk the course with each other, talk tactics? Like, could you imagine Max Verstappen and Lando Norris sat there saying, this is the strategy we're doing? But in our sport, it's so normal, even though you're on two teams, to sit there and talk about what line and here, there. Talk to me about that, and like why is that so different in our sport?
Well, there is rivals. I think it's nice. Like, it's such a nice atmosphere between the riders and everything. Of course, when Shanghai goes in, you're not willing them to jump a double clear and for us to finish second. But at the end of the day, I think most riders want the best for each other. Obviously, you want yourself to win, but you're not going to be bitter to anyone else. It's a lovely atmosphere to be inside. It's, I think, difficult to explain it when you see the other sports to the public eye, but it really is a lovely atmosphere to jump alongside your friends.
Sure, I think everyone just knows how tough it is, and like end of the day, we're going to all the same shows, all the same every single week. You know, it's if you can burn bridges fast if you're not friendly with people and trying to help each other out, and I think it's just nice. It's cool. You know, it's a good environment to be around.
So it doesn't change if you're competing individually compared to when you're competing for the team in the GCL. You'll still talk with each other. It's exactly the same?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think, obviously, like, I really want to beat Ollie, but I'm sure Ollie really wants to beat me as well. But I think when we're trying to get ourselves into that position, we're rooting for everybody else, as well.
I think that nicely brings us on to then kind of like the mental side of the sport. Ollie, I know you said in your interview yesterday that you felt you let the team down in Cannes.
Thanks for bringing it up again.
We all know how
There's 3 interviews this week, and that's 3 times that said cheers. Thanks.
Just add another one to this. But then talk to us about that, because going home after Cannes, you've got to be a little bit low, and this sport is so tough like that.
Yeah, like the ups and the downs. I felt like I was ready to do very good in Cannes. Obviously, start of the year I didn't do so much, and then nice preparation up until then. And I actually really did think I was confident that I was going to go well in both rounds, and had 2 down both rounds. And I wasn't happy with my riding at all. He jumped fantastic in the Grand Prix and the last fence down, so that was as gutting as it was. It was a bit of a lift. And then I never thought I was going to be jumping on the team here with those 2 lads. I thought I was definitely going to be on the sidelines on both. And then Effie rang the week before and said, "Can you do one of the rounds?" And I said, "I think the other 2 should do it," But he had faith in me, so that was nice. And to contribute to the win was a very nice feeling after that.
The good news is that by jumping Claire and Ella William yesterday, you get to try and remove these Cannes questions. And now we can talk about the wonderful Claire yesterday that led you to a victory. So you've done yourself a favour there. Jack, talk to us about how do you deal with bad results? I mean, take me through a normal weekend. Let's say you have a show and things don't go your way, like Ollie has pointed out.
Weekend.
Yeah, take me through a normal weekend for you, Jack. You have a bad weekend. You don't jump well. Fences go down. Perhaps you are frustrated. A couple poles fall. Take me through your process. What do you like? Are you a quiet man? Do you like to try and do you get it out verbally? Are you emotional? Do you kind of go into yourself? How do you deal with that and then prepare for a show that inevitably will come up in a couple of days' time?